Charles, thank you for coming on. And let's talk about, you saw the offensive thing that she tweeted about me and continues to tweet. And it's not the first time she's done a lot of stuff that's just really off the charts. We're talking about the issue she's having with money, all the things that you guys have reported on, reportedly having with money and with a security guard and a broke jaw, something about a broken jaw, $500,000. We was just talking about her 2012 very controversial Grammy performance. Christians, Catholics were really upset about it. Now she claims to be this Christian and is talking about people who apparently she doesn't think are very Christian-like or Christian enough. What is going on with Nicki Minaj?
I will say, Christianity is central to all of this, right? That was really the first domino where she very publicly started to support President Trump. That was her sort of tiptoeing into MAGA world when Trump came out and said that we were going to take military action if necessary in Nigeria to protect Christians who are allegedly being persecuted and massacred allegedly in Nigeria. And Nicki Minaj had already tweeted about that issue. And then when Trump started talking about it, she very publicly supported him and thanked him. That led to her speaking at the UN in New York City, and then she did sat down with Charlie Kirk's widow, with Erica Kirk, and full-throatedly said she is a supporter of President Trump and J.D. Vance and the administration, and then you went and did your reporting this weekend, and then she felt like that was an attack on Christianity. So this is the thing she keeps coming back to. And you're right, it's interesting that that the Catholic Church has had issues with some of her performances in the past, but she seems to be forgetting about that and now fully embracing Christianity and the Trump administration and anyone who she perceives as attacking those two things. She's going to go after them. I don't know if Don, I was wondering if you saw her attempt to sort of, I don't know if even so much as walking back her comments about you. And she said that she only said it that way. She only used the homophobic language so that people would pay attention to what you had done, to the despicable acts that you had committed in Minneapolis, in her words.
Well, that's just dumb. And I mean, so I'm going to insult because I'm upset about one thing. I'm going to insult another group. No, I mean, I just don't, honestly, I don't think Nicki Minaj is that smart. I think what she's smart at is creating outrage and doing things that are outrageous because that works for her. That gets attention for her. She doesn't have the creativity and I believe the intelligence to be able to do something in an articulate way to gain some real attention and to bring light to a subject. What she's doing now is not going to bring light to anything. It's just going to be outrage. It's going to enrage people on social media. It's going to just divide people more. And if she is a true Christian, she should be trying to bring people together and not be so divisive. So I don't buy that at all. I think maybe Nicki Minaj maybe realized that she went too far, and she understands that, like Eliza Minnelli will tell you, or a Mariah Carey, or a Whitney Houston, whatever, or a Beyonce. The gays are a big part of my fan base, and if I lose the gays, I'm going to lose a lot of money, and I'm going to lose a lot of support. And I think Nicki Minaj realizes that, because if she continues on, on the whatever it is that she's doing, mission or whatever you want to call it, she's going to lose a lot of people who support her, especially Black people who don't put up with that bullshit. There are some MAGA Black folks, and she's going to lose a lot of gay support. So that's what I think it is.
I wonder if she's going to, I mean, and the fact is, if you just look at her social media, certainly since she sat down with Erica Kirk, she's lost, I think we were looking at it yesterday, I think it's like 4 or 5 million followers on social media. Now, we should say she still has more than 10 million followers across all platforms. So that's a little blip of what, she's lost. She's probably, though, Don, to what you were just saying, that there are, she's probably gained some followers from MAGA, right? Who maybe they didn't listen to her music and they probably still won't, but they at least love that she's embracing Trump. And so they'll click follow.
Well, I think that,
And because she's attacking you.
yes, but I also think that's like many, a number of celebrities who go down this road and they realize, look, you can support who you want, but what you should realize is that the people who are just clicking on you for this, they're not necessarily going to buy your music or go to your movies, right? Or
Yeah.
be a consumer of the content that you put out. That at least the content that makes you money, that is responsible for your livelihood.
I think that litmus test is coming up because she has an album coming out. I believe in a couple of months. She posted something about new music coming out. So, maybe she's seizing the opportunity with all this attention that now she's going to drop music. But you're right. We're going to see if the new followers she has will pick up the slack for the ones that she's lost by taking this new turn publicly.
Is this?
And I say publicly because I think she might have been a Trump supporter quietly for a long time. She's made references to at least being Republican in the past. So maybe this is just, she's decided that now she's just going to do it very publicly.
Look, she's free to be whatever if she wants to be a conservative or support Donald Trump or whatever, that's her thing. But it's in the way that you do it. And people are going to call her out. She's a public figure. People are going to call out the hypocrisy that she's standing on stage next to for an organization whose leader, sadly, who died in a way that he should not have died, where he talked about Black women. He disparaged Black women and their brain processing power. He said when he gets on a plane that he's afraid when he sees a Black pilot, saying that Black people or Black professionals are incompetent. And so if she wants to cozy up to that, people are going to criticize her for that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I mean, I've seen the clip of Charlie Kirk saying that he felt like Nicki Minaj was not a great role model for Black women, so for young Black women. So, yeah, it is odd to see that, and I think you're right that there are people who clearly, I mean, she's lost, like we said, millions of followers, but she's still, we can say all this about Nicki Minaj. She's still incredibly popular, but you're right. The big test is going to be whether it affects her music sales, which she hasn't, dropped new music in a while. But if she's going to within the next few weeks or months, I think she's going to find out one way or another, and we'll know whether or not this is really having an impact on her primary career, lest people forget, which is being a rapper.
Is she taken from the Kanye West school of spectacle?
Boy, I hope not, because that has not really worked out, right? That hasn't. No one thinks that's worked out for Kanye, and also it almost, it's not fair to make that comparison. I mean, Kanye has mental health issues also. As far as we know, that's not what Nicki's dealing with. This is just what she believes, right? And she hasn't. I mean, that's weird. I was going to say she hasn't said anything as offensive as Kanye has, but maybe she just hasn't done it long enough. Certainly, she said things that are very offensive to a lot of groups, to a lot of people, to yourself. Hell, she's even said a few things about me and about Harvey. We got on her bad side a couple months ago. So she continues to make these attacks, but it doesn't feel the same as what Kanye was going through.
Doesn't it feel a little desperate though?
Yeah, I can't tell if it's desperate. Because I don't know if it's just an act she's doing to gain different fans, to gain a different following. If it's just an act, or if this is what she truly believes. And like you said, she's free to support whoever she wants and to publicly back whoever she wants. That she can do that. But the public can also make choices, and we're going to find out if those choices help her or hurt her career.
Can we get some reporting from you, please? I know you guys have talked about it. Can you put up the Rolling Stone thing, Andy, in regards to what is going on with her finances? I know there have been reports about her finances and that she owes money to I believe it was a former security guard, and that they were going to take her mansion. Judge plans to force the sale of Nicki Minaj's $20 million mansion to pay security guards, judgment, et cetera. And if you scroll into the article, they're wondering whether she has financial issues. Have you guys reported on that?
We haven't. I mean, I know about this case here, and that there was a judgment against her. Whether or not she ends up having to pay that $20 million, I can't say for sure. And a lot of times, lawyers she'll wait until the absolute deadline, and then they go into court and they'll come up with a settlement that's somewhere less than that $20 million.
You mean that she might? Well, they're saying that she's going to have to sell her $20 million mansion in order to pay the security guard.
Yeah. I don't know that that's going to happen. Right now, you're right. That's what the judge is saying, is that they may have to do that if she doesn't pay it. But she could also, I've seen this happen before, where they go in at the last minute and they make a settlement that's less than that, and then that way she can save her mansion. I don't. It's hard to write off Nicki Minaj. Yes, she's having those problems. She's had some legal problems and financial problems, but she's still, an iconic rapper with a huge following. So it's hard to just say she's going to completely be written off. But we will see. I mean, she's definitely coming. She's walking right up to that line where if she doesn't deal with these things, there may be a very heavy price to pay.
What about this whole thing, Andy, if you put it up, that about her husband failing to register as a sex offender, and then you have her cousin who is reportedly a pedophile. I hate to say it, but that's the truth. I mean, it's up there. Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, sentenced to, and this is a CBS report, she's sentenced for failing to register as a sex offender in Los Angeles. What's up with that?
Yeah, that happened, and he was. I'm trying to remember. I mean, that was a while ago, and there was an outcome for that. Yeah, and there was an outcome. He did not register when he moved out here, and I'm trying to remember what the outcome was.
It says he was sentenced Wednesday in Los Angeles to probation and home detention for failing to register.
Yeah, he was on home detention for quite some time. But look, that's really a thing in the past. But the reality is that every time Nicki takes shots at other people, people bring that up. Other rappers have brought up Kenneth and his record as a sex offender, and it's Cardi B has raised it in their ongoing battle. So anytime Nicki wants to take a shot, Kenneth is always the Achilles heel that people go for when they're in a beef with her.
Yeah, and also, do you know the story about her brother? Because they believe that's why she's closing up.
I don't know the story about her brother. I know that her brother. This was a case out in Long Island, I believe, and I don't know that I've heard people say that maybe she's closing up to Trump for that. His case wasn't a federal case; it was a state case. So, closing up to Trump isn't going to help her with that.
Oh, so yeah, that's not going to help. Okay, there you go. And again, allegedly, reportedly. Charles, I have one more thing that I want to ask you about, and that is, we talked about it. I want you to talk about the whole thing with the Catholic League, blast Nicki Minaj's Grammy performance. But this is Nicki Minaj, who claims to be a Christian, and it's very similar to Donald Trump, who's saying, when they asked him his favorite Bible verse, and he said 2 Corinthians. And then Nicki Minaj says, they ask her, and she says, again, she's a big Christian, that it's Psalms instead of Psalms. Watch this.
Listen to Nicki Minaj talking about her favorite Bible verse.
Do you have a favorite Bible verse?
Well, I would say the simple one that everyone knows, Psalms 23. It's short, but it is so visual, and it gets to the point, and it calms you when you need to feel calm, and it also makes you feel protected when that's how you need to feel as well. My grandmother would make me say that prayer.
Okay. All right. So anyways, today I have time to be petty, as I said.
I was gonna say, I mean, look, I'm not gonna sit here and blast anyone for their ability to quote the Bible, because I can't. But I get your point that seemed like a very blanket sort of statement about Psalms 23.
I'm not gonna
Like where
keep
you say a lot without actually saying anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get your point.
I'm
Listen,
just being
here's the
petty.
thing, Don. You're already in a beef with Nicki Minaj. Don't bring me on here.
I know. I don't want to drag you into it.
Because now I'm going to go do TMZ Live. And by the way, thank you. We had you on TMZ Live yesterday, and you went after Nicki really hard. I'm not going to come on your show and do that to her because a couple of months ago, while we were doing TMZ Live, she was tweeting at us and called me, said something I can't repeat about Harvey, and then said, and as for you, Rasta man, so I'm not trying to get back on, things have been quiet. I'm not trying to get back into a beef with Nicki.
Okay, Mom.
I'll let you handle that.
Okay, Rossman. Thank you, Charles. Charles over at the
All right,
TMZ.
Don.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a show. We're live every weekday at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time with new clips dropping at 2 p. and 8 p. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, join the Lemon community. Members get exclusive posts, behind-the-scenes videos, and live chats just for you. So hit the join button or visit our channel page to sign up. Thanks again for all your love and your support, and I'll see you next time.